Have you ever wondered what the secret formula is to a profitable salon? Robert Smith, co founder of Slick, is with us to share some vital insight into securing new clients and boosting that bottom line. Welcome, Rob.
Hey, Kelsey, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's lovely to see you today.
Yeah, you too.
I, for one, am very intrigued to see what this secret is. It sounds very intriguing.
Very
So,
simple.
without further ado, it's over to you.
Brilliant. Well, lovely to meet you all. Obviously, it would be great if we were all in person, but lovely to meet you all digitally. So first things first is to introduce myself. I'm Rob. So a little bit about us as a brand. I've worked in professional hairdressing for 11 years now, roles at L'Oreal, Kerastase, working with Sally Salon suppliers. And what I wanted to do was to show you how we as a software brand are very different. My years spent working at L'Oreal showed me what a wonderful industry we all are. But it also showed me that there is a real lack of coaching and support for salon owners, such as yourselves, with the business side of running a salon. There's loads of education from the likes of Wella, L'Oreal on cutting and colouring. There's really very little on the commercial side to help owners like you grow. And that's why we founded Slick. We believe the salon software industry was broken. Myself and my co-founder, Steph, who you saw on the first slide, we wanted to do it differently. We wanted to fix it. This is a software company with a difference. We're the only one with a girl boss as a CEO. It helps inspire the next generation of female owners. But also there's another big difference about us, and that's our DNA. It's our education. It's about how we're a five-star salon brand. This is different. This is commission-free salon software. You keep 100% of your earnings. Why is that important? That's the key to profitability. This is built by salon owners like you. We're partnered with L'Oreal Professional Products. We're partnered with brands such as Instagram, Facebook. And it means that this is software that works. This is a software brand that customers, salon owners, staff love to use. And the biggest thing that I can say here is our Google reviews. We have 5-star Google reviews. Every single one is 5-star. And for me, that says a lot about how we are operating with our customers and the experience that we're delivering with them, because ultimately our customers are the most important thing. And if you don't believe us, come check it out on Google. And the reason that I guess we are a love brand, to coin that phrase, is it's our education. As I said, it's in our DNA. When you use Wella Color, Wella give you education. Software shouldn't be any different. And at Slick, all of our customers get their own business coach for free for one-to-one sessions to help them achieve their business goals, to help them get the most out of the system, and to give them advice on how they can grow their business. This plus 7-day-a-week support means we're essentially there as a business partner every step of the way. And so rather than send and show you lots of slides about features, why our software is great, and new features, you've seen all that before. What I wanted to do was do a really quick snapshot on one of our educational masterclasses. These are the masterclasses we run for free for all of our owners every single month. And we call it Salon Economics, but essentially it's all about profitability. It's about the secrets of running a profitable salon. And this really boils down to just 4 things. Yes, 4 things. And it's all about maximizing every single available appointment slot, and it's getting clients in the seat. And so really there are 4 questions. Have all of your clients booked in? We can't make money if chairs are empty. Second, have those bookings actually turned up? An £80 booking is only worth 80 quid if that client actually turns up and doesn't cancel. Have they rebooked? Or are you just hoping that they'll rebook and come back soon? And then when did they rebook? Because if they book in 6 weeks' time, that's very different if they rebook in 14 weeks' time. And so there are 4 reports and 4 KPIs that we really need to look at. And in my 11 years, all of the top owners that I know that run really good businesses, these are the reports that they look at. These are numbers they have at the top of their head. Occupancy, how many free slots do you have? Cancellations, how much money are we losing to cancellations? Are we filling up our slots for the future with rebooking? And what is that client frequency? And these are the things where you should be focusing on, but also these are things where we as a brand can help you And we're going to show you some case studies of how Slick salon owners have really made a difference to their business. So the first is occupancy. Whenever we speak to a salon owner, they always tell me, yep, we're really, really busy, things are great. But actually, if we look at our national data, 1 in 3 slots in the UK in August were actually empty. So for every 3 bookable slots, 1 was empty. And this slot is costing money. So how many of your slots were empty? Look at the numbers in your system, because ultimately we need to make it easy for clients to book when we have availability. When we've got these little free slots to be filled up by cuts and blow dries, we need to make it easy. And post-pandemic, client habits have changed. People are more digital than ever. People want the instant. They want to book when it suits them. And think about how many of these slots could have been booked for a last-minute blow dry, last-minute cut, before a date, before a night out, at 6 p.m. at night when they got back from work. Because in the industry, we have a real problem with online booking. We're traditionally terrified of it. It conjures up all sorts of horror stories. Now, we've done it differently. We've worked with L'Oreal, we've worked with Instagram, we've worked with hundreds of salon owners like you to give you the control and the flexibility that you need to fill up these empty slots. And if you can fill these empty slots, that is going to mean that you are going to be profitable. And again, you have the control. We've built it so if you don't want highlights online, great, turn it off. Again, you have control. If you're worried that you're going to have 15-minute gaps and that the system's going to go haywire, again, you can allow clients to book certain pre-approved slots, and it's all set up by a clever algorithm. You choose the times, the services, the staff that are bookable. We put a big button on your Instagram page to make it all easy for all of your followers to book when it suits them. People come home from work, they see that wonderful photo that you've put up, that beautiful balayage that you've done. That inspires them to book. We want to make it easy for them to book where they are. They're spending time on their Instagram looking at your page. We need to actually go to them there to make it easy for them to book. And this has a huge impact. So here's a case study. We had a salon, one of our partners, they had about 40% of their slots in a typical month were empty. They were really struggling. We worked with them to introduce online booking just for cuts and blow dries for all of their staff except their colour director. 2 months on, they're now taking an additional £3,000 a month. So they've halved those empty slots. People are booking last-minute blow dries, last-minute cuts. People are seeing content on social and going, that looks amazing. I want to book that. I want that. And they're doing this after work because pretty much 55% of bookings happen after 7 p.m. at night when people are back at work. And so these are the bookings that potentially you're missing out on if you're not online. The second area is cancellations. And again, looking at our data, typically the average salon lost around £3,000 in August due to cancellations. Some of you might be less, some of you might be more. But on average, it works out to about 40k a year. Think about that and the impact that's going to have on your profitability. That essentially is, in the way I think about it when I talk to our sort of partners, this is like 40k that's being stolen out of your till from your wage packet every single year. And the solution is deposits. Bars, restaurants, hotels, they all do them. It's the same client that pays a deposit to reserve a table at the pub so they can have their Friday night glass of Pinot Blanche. Why should that be any different to a blow dry? And where our salons have started taking deposits, we've seen a reduction in cancellations by around 70%. And their top tips are always really simple. Do it for all services. Explain to clients why you are doing this. Explain to clients that this is your business. If they cancel last minute and you don't fill that slot, your staff and you don't get paid. This is your livelihood. This is your business. And I think if you explain that to clients, they do understand because they treat you as humans. They respect you. And at Slick, we can make this really easy. We send a secure payment link to the client, asking them to pay through that link. Because we're British, we hate asking for money. It's one of our weird character traits. This way, we don't have to ask for money. The system asks it for us. And so you can blame me. And when the client says, well, I'm having to pay a deposit, you can say, well, it's that Rob guy at Slick. His system sends out a link. Really sorry, that's the way it works. These are our terms and conditions. And you know what? Clients get it. And so it's incredibly effective. The third is rebooking. Now, if we were all in a room, I would ask you to put your hand up if you think you are good at rebooking. And I imagine lots of hands would go up. The reality is, and again, when we look at our data, around 60% of clients actually get rebooked. And the reason this is so important is if you've got a full diary this month, if you can get everyone to rebook the next month and the month after, you're starting that month with a full diary. Whereas if you don't rebook, ultimately you're starting with a partially empty diary, and you've got to do all of that work to then find new clients, then get people to book in. And that takes work, that takes time. You've got a client in your salon, let's get them booked back in. And again, this is the big tips from us and our our experts really are very simple. Have a checkout script for your team. So at reception, they know how to talk to the client, they know how to ask the client to rebook. If you don't have a script and you're not sure where to start, then please let us know. We've got loads of templates that we're more than happy to share. But always ask to rebook before taking the bill. Once clients have paid, they're psychologically out the door. They're already thinking about the school run, work, whatever it might be. Whereas if you can get them to rebook before they pay, they can't leave until they've paid. So you've got that opportunity to talk to them about their next appointment. If clients can't rebook, then it's really simple. You just need to follow up. In the next 48 hours, we can follow up with those clients to make sure they have got a secured booking for the future. Because you don't want those clients to miss out if you are full, especially in the run up to Christmas. You don't want that client to then phone up and say, hey, can I have an appointment? And actually you're full. That's why rebooking is really, really important. Get them to secure that valuable appointment in advance. And all of this is something that we can help with. So Slick has automated rebooking prompts. So any client that doesn't have a future appointment or doesn't rebook at checkout, we can send them a nice little message, a little nudge to say, hey, notice you don't have an appointment in the diary. Let's get you booked in. Wouldn't want you to miss out. If they still don't book, we then have triggers after 7, 12 weeks where they can get another message. Your hair misses us. Let's book back in. You can work out what kind of tone of voice, what kind of message you want to send. But all of this has an impact. All of this helps fill up the diary for the future. And so this is actually a screenshot that one of our clients sent in the Southeast. And they set up the rebooking message. They also set up one of the retention prompts. And they sent this over. I got a lovely email one Saturday going, oh my God, Rob, look at this. This is what we've done. They've made £9,000 in new bookings alone. And so this is all from just the system setting out those little reminders, helping people and making sure people are being rebooked back in. This salon now has a rebooking rate of over 90%. It's insane. And this is one of their keys to success. The final thing is frequency. If we look at trends over the years, and I think a lot of you will have seen this, clients are visiting less frequently. And to a certain extent, we haven't helped ourselves. Trends like balayage haven't helped that visit cycle. People are able to leave longer between appointments. So what we need to do as businesses, we need to be proactive. At L'Oreal, my old boss, Monica, used to say that this was the single biggest challenge we have. We have to get clients booking in frequently. And so what's quite important is, if I just maybe take you through an example, if you've got a client that's coming in every 10 weeks, that means they have 5 visits a year. If they're coming in every 7 weeks, well, that's 7 visits a year. That's an extra 2 visits per year. And if that client is spending on average £10 a visit, that's another £100 per client per year. And if you have 200 clients, that's another 20K a year. Now, we talk about profitability, we talk about cost of living. 20K a year into your business is huge. And so that's why frequency is such an important thing to be looking at. Looking at per stylist who's really good at rebooking, but who's good at booking people in for 6 weeks' time, 7 weeks' time, versus who's letting people book in for 14, 16, 20 weeks' time, because it has a huge impact on your business. And again, this is something that we can help with. We can build very targeted offers for lapsed colour clients, people that spent lots of money with you in the past that haven't been back for 12 weeks. We can then send them highly, highly personalised offers to bring them back in. And I think this is personally my favourite one. It's one of my favourite salons up in Scotland. We worked with them in 2021, so this is a while back. Their average frequency was 10 weeks. Their average frequency now is 8 weeks. That's increased their client spend by £61 per client. Over their client base and over the year, that has put an additional 15K into their till. They've now put that into an amazing salon refurb. The salon looks $1 million, but that's all been funded by purely just looking at their frequency. And so it's really, really simple things that can make a massive, massive difference to your business. So that's a very quick snapshot. Usually this webinar that we run, this masterclass, is usually about an hour. I've tried to condense that down into about 6-7 minutes. There's a huge amount there. But hopefully it gives you a snapshot of the kind of insights, the kind of advice that we can give, but also the tools that we can help provide to make a difference to your booking. Because whether you're a Salon group or whether you're a salon owner like George in Leicester, you can be sure that we can help, because ultimately we know over all of our salons, typically we increase salon bookings by about 25%. And what I thought would be quite nice is maybe to share a little bit of an insight into our relationship with some of our salons and what they say about us.
I take so much pride in ourselves, the business, in our hair. Hi, my name's George and I'm one of the owners of The Secret Garden in Leicester. Myself and Darren have built it from day one to now, like, making it this stunning, beautiful salon. Recently, we have just entered the L'Oreal Colour Trophy and we just won Best in Region, which is amazing. Like, can't believe that. To be honest, as soon as we started, we used a paper diary, and after about 2 months, that wasn't working for us anymore, and we needed the help of Slick to get us on this amazing new system, and we've loved it ever since and never looked back. When we first moved over to Slick, Slick was so easy for us to use because we didn't even have the hassle of moving our paper diary over to Slick. The guys at Slick did it all for us, so it was completely hassle-free and we could carry on our day in the salon like nothing had happened. Well, there's so many features on Slick that we use as a salon. We send out text messages to our clients to remind them of their appointments, or if we have any offers on, we send them out a message so they know about what we've got going on in the salon and our latest news. We use the online booking on our Instagram. The Book Now button is amazing. It's the best thing we've ever added to our Instagram. We get so many bookings through that, and clients find it really easy and simple to use. And the fact that with the Book Now button, clients can actually book for colours as well as cuts and blow dries. It's so easy. They know what they want, and it saves us replying back to these messages for full lead highlights when they can do it on the Book Now button, and it's amazing. Because Slick has a partnership with L'Oreal, you can really tell that the system has been built by hairdressers, and I think as a hairdresser myself, we love that because I need it simple to use, and it was the best decision we ever made. I'm so glad we didn't go with another system.
Thank you, George. So I think one thing to point out here, switching is stressful. We get it. We've spoken to loads and loads of salons, and I totally understand that. Our job here is to make that easy. If you are like George and you want to grow and you want to come and join us, then ultimately making it easy is really, really important. Free setup. We don't charge a setup fee. We even move across. If you're coming from another sound system, we can transfer all of your data, your notes, your phone numbers, their last visit date. But what's really important is this emphasis on education, that free training to get you up and your team up and running, that 7-day-a-week support. So if you've got technical queries, you know there's somebody at the end of the phone, at the end of the live chat, but also that business coaching, making sure that you get the most out of the system. Because ultimately, if you're not using the system, then how can I help you grow and how can I help you take your salon on that journey? And that's why we want to provide that coaching to get the most out of it. And ultimately, we're incredibly confident, and the Google reviews kind of a testament to that. And we're so confident that people are going to love Slick. We even offer a 90-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident we are about our system, and this is what we provide and the help that we can provide to our partners. And so if that's not incentive enough, and so closing slide here, for anybody attending any new salon, not using Slick, that's here at Salon Smart over the course of today, anybody that signs up to Slick gets essentially our essential plan for free until the 1st of January 2023. So no setup costs, no costs for the rest of the year. This means that you can be able to use our free text reminders, the marketing, the online booking, everything that you need to actually grow your business and protect your business, make sure it's profitable and it thrives during this busy season that hopefully we've got coming up ahead of us. So if this is of interest, please do get in touch. There's a link there that takes you through to the Creative Head landing page. And obviously we've then got the breakout rooms afterwards where happy to answer any questions. Equally very happy to show you around the system, point out a few things, answer any questions that you might well have. So hopefully you've taken something away. Hopefully that's been educational. Hopefully you've got 4 key metrics, 4 questions to be asking your team, your business. They're going to help you be profitable. And hopefully you've learned a little bit about us as a company. And as I said, any questions, please do join us in the breakout room afterwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rob. That was fantastic. So much to take in, and what a brilliant offer. So amazing for anyone tuning in at home.